everybody, it's Catherine and it's Monday, so happy Monday to you all. Hope you've had a pleasant weekend and the sun's shining for a change here. It's very windy. We've already been out down to the South Cliff and I've walked Nelson along there. So yeah, done our exercise for the day and Easy Make Monday. Now I realised that I've mentioned that I'm doing the 52 tags handmade, but I realised I've never done any of them on camera, and I thought today would be a good chance to do that, because I've got all my little circles for doing the buttonhole circles, which is what Anne has given us the challenge for week 11, for tag 11. And I know we've done these briefly, way back, September, perhaps sometime, September, October. I showed you them with one of our slow stitch squares, but I thought I need to get my tag done, and so I need to make some of these, and I thought it'd be nice for just a bit of a refresher for everybody, and anybody new that hasn't yet looked through all my back catalogue and seen these. It's something a bit different, and it's a nice easy little project for Easy Makes Monday. So before we get into that, I thought I'd just quickly show you my tags, because I know I've put so many on Instagram, but I haven't shown them on here. So I thought that would be a good thing to do for you all. So this was week 1. That was white and lace. Week 2, a heart. I think it was a heart. Yeah, that's my heart one. Week 3 was the scrappy, bits and bobs of scraps, and this is the technique that Anne showed, and I love it. It's just one of my favourite. It's a bit like chenilling actually, but a hand stitch way of doing it. Then we did fly stitch. Then we had to put a kiss, and so I don't think bullion knots was on it. I think it was just a kiss. Yeah, featuring a kiss. Then number 6 was showcasing buttons. So I got some vintage ones out of my stash. These are old collar buttons. I love them. Number 7 was the little cute hexes, where you actually did them inverted. And I believe this came from Loretta. I think it was Loretta at the Sparrowhawker. So she does some lovely stitching on her channel. She is a quilter, but she does some lovely stitching. So that's that one. This one we use bullion knot and French stitch. Yeah, French knots and bullion. Yeah, so that is that one. I love bullion. It's one of my favourites. And you can really play about with the different textures of embroidery threads that you use. And then here some French knots, and then this one was, I can't remember, bits and bobs and a piece of paper. Okay, so I've got the piece of paper under there, some ledger, and then I got bits and bobs of edging of lace. I'd got a Suffolk puff with some lace on, and then I got this in my stash, and I thought, yeah, I was playing around with making flowers, and I thought, yeah, that'd just be something a bit different. And then last week's, which I haven't put on the ring yet, we had to put Suffolk puff. Was it just a Suffolk puff and lace, I think? Suffolk puff and lace. And this I actually been making, so this is some old fabric that I printed myself, some design stuff that I did. And I think it's unusual, so I like that. So that's my tags to date, and I've got one out somewhere. Where have I put that? I probably put it away. Oh, it's here. So we've got one for today. We might use that background, we might not, I don't know. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got here. Now, I've got a really thick needle. You want something a bit bluntish end because it's easy to stab yourself with this. And what colourways? Well, something that's going to go with these colours here. So I can either go with the browny colours or the greens. Let's see. What have we got in? I was thinking once I started threading all my stuff onto these spools that were in this box that David got me. That's not a bad colour. I'm missing quite a few colours really. I need to start building that stash up. This is really like more like a teal. It's not quite right, but I think that might be as near as we get. We might go with those. Oh, let's have a look at this. This might be too grey. No, I think I like it better than that. Right, we'll go with those then. We'll go with those. Now, first I wanted to see if I could do it with a bit of sari silk. Now, I've got a big collection of, when I see them selling washers cheap in kits, they sell them for a few pound in, it's going to be, these sort. I think I got my latest box from Lidl, the supermarket Lidl. Boxes of washers in little DIY section, and they're great for doing these. I do prefer these flatter ones with the look that it gives you rather than these big hoops, but both are nice, and I know Anne used these. And then anything that, I've got an old wooden bead there. I've got some old curtain rings of different sizes. So they might be nice actually, although you're not seeing. It may be that I'd like to put one on that's not covered. That would be something a bit different, wouldn't it? And then do an assortment, because that's going to be covered. And let's have a look. That's going to be covered. And then I've got some little dainty babies there. Yeah. I quite like that. They'll be all covered in. We'll have a go at that and see. But I also wanted to see if we could, I've never done this before, but it's a bit of an experiment. So I wanted to see, I've got a really thin strand of sari. I wonder what it's looked like if you do it with fabric. So we'll have a play. Let's see. Just tying on. Trouble is though, these strands would get all stuck. Right, let me just get that into. I don't need that much left over. Right, okay. So you could just wrap that round, but I want to see if we can do it as a buttonhole stitch. Okay. So depends whether you want the I want that to be on the left. Oh, see, it's going to be fiddly. It depends where you want the fancy bit for your buttonhole, as to which way around you do it. But also the other thing is they're very easy to turn as well, if you change your mind. So for example on this, I'll show you on this little one. On this, if you've got all the pretty stitching round the outside, but you know, you can move it about a bit so that it's more raised like that, or you do it the other way around if you want your stitching round the middle. They're quite effective, aren't they? So I'm trying to think. I want to get this on there, but I'm right-handed. Okay. I'm not sure. Right, sorry, I'm just trying to get this. Let's get this out of here so I'm setting off right. Okay, so you put that inside your ring, keep your string out the way, and you go under like that, and that's how I like to start. Okay, and then I'm going to leave this tag. I'm going to leave that bit of a thread so that we can just cut a little bit off, so we can sew that to the page. Okay, now I'm going to thread the other end. Okay, and we can carry on now. I should have done that in the first place. Okay, so I go up through the hole and I go through my loop of string. Okay, up through the hole and through my loop of string, just as if you're doing the buttonhole that you're doing on up through the hole and through, just as if you've got your stitch. You know, like when you're doing buttonhole stitch, you have the thread at the top, you go through your fabric, and then, you know, you go, that's it, go through there, through your hole, through your fabric, and then you've got that knot going round. Oh, I quite like it with this. Through your hole, through your fabric, and tighten it off. I think this is going to be I think this is going to be a nice effect. I think I'll have found a new favourite thing to do here, definitely. Now the only difficulty is judging. You've got enough sari. Go back there. To let's keep our fingers crossed that I've got enough. Oh, it's going to be tight, guys. Let's I might have to use some of the oh, what's happened here? Right, so through, then through your fabric, through your hole, through your fabric. Oh no, I don't want to stitch through it, I need to go through it. Through the fabric and pull. Now, if we're struggling here, see, that's the only thing with sari, you get these little bits of threads and things that come off through there. Ah, it's going to be that's it. Oh, we're holding on here. So through there, through your fabric, and pull. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this end. Don't know. See if we can just do the last two with them. So judging for a hole for a thing that long, let's see how long mine is. So it's 28 inches, so I think you would need at least, I would say, a yard, 36 inches, really, to comfortably go around with the sari. And then you haven't got to be seeing if you can make it. So I think if you do it that long, that gives you that reassurance that it's not going to run out. So let's oh dear. Right, okay. The problem is that this needle, I don't think I've got a shorter one with a big eye. So through, That's one. Oh, we might, we've only got one more to do, haven't we? Tell you what, let's do it without the needle. Right, through there. Oh, oh, it's only just going to make it, I think. Where's my pokey tool? Let's just hold it. So if you make it 36 inches long for a standard curtain ring size, you'll be fine. You won't have to mess about like this at the end. Yes, there we go. There we go. Right. So you could either, if you wanted to leave, we don't want any white showing though, do we? Okay. So if you want, you could have this as part of your design. It's a bit like reminds me a bit of a dream catcher. So you could have it like that if you wanted to. I really like that. I think that's nice. But if you don't want that look, then obviously you could take these through, or you could tie it off. I don't know why I've got one extra string there. I think the sari's just split. So if we tie that off there, we can then, let me get my proper fabric scissors instead of them little. I think they need sharpening. So we could just have, that can go. There we go. Yeah, it's splitting off there, look. Good. And I will couch it on with some more sari. There we go. Now you can either have that as part of your look or not. So I'm pleased with that. We'll try that again. So just bear in mind then, for, you know, these are the standard curtain ring sizes, which are, let's see, they're like an inch 25 centimeters diameter. Then you need 36 inches of sari, just so that it's comfortable and you haven't got to, not, you know, you feel like you're not going to have to mess at the end. Okay, so let's do one of the flatter ones now. So we'll have this colour. Oh, I've forgotten I've got a cup of tea. Oh, it's nearly cold. Okay. So with these ones, with these, leave a little bit of a tail. I mean, you can knot them, and I do knot them sometimes, but you've then got to think, what am I doing with the knots? So it's a bit tricky to start with, but you need to trap, that's it, right, okay, you need to trap your thread underneath your stitches. So if you like, hold that on there and then pull, that's getting trapped, look. Okay, so it's only a few stitches you have to do that. So thread to the left, it's like a dance, isn't it? Thread to the left, do do do, thread to the right, do do do. It's, I think it was a David Bowie song. Vision, something like that. Right, okay. So that's getting trapped in there. So through your ring and then through your thread, and again just making sure that you thread through that tail to start with, so that it doesn't all come unravelled. Okay, one more and then that thread can be cut, I think, through there, making sure your thread's in with it. That's it. That's it. So that's nice and secure now. So in actual fact you can cut that little thread off and carry on. Okay, so this is to get your buttonhole on the outside, as if you are doing a buttonhole in the round when you're doing it on a flat piece of embroidery. So keep your cotton out the way. Sometimes I put it over my finger like that, and through, and then through you. There we go. Okay, so you keep going round like that, and that makes your buttonhole. It's pretty. I like the effect this makes. Right, can you see? So you've got all your lovely edging on the outside. Okay then, so if you want to have your stitches on the centre and you want a different look, you have to do it slightly different. So to get your buttonhole stitch on the outer rim, we're going up through the hole and through and round, whereas if you want it on the inside, we're going down through the hole. Okay, so inside, down through the hole, outside, up through the hole. So you hold your thread up like that, and we're going through the hole, but make sure you go through the hole to the right of your stitch to make sure that it catches. Okay, then you pull your stitch round, bring your thread back up to the centre, and you start to get your stitches on there. Okay, so again we are going down through the hole, but through the right hand side of where you're holding your stitch. You pull it then round, it's plain silly devils, come on, round that corner, and then you bring your knot back up to the centre. Okay, so hold your string up through the centre of your, you can see that, through the centre of your ring, and you're just going down through your hole as if you're wrapping it round. But what you do then is you bring that to place and bring your string back up, and that forms your knot on the inside, which just gives you a different patterning. So with this one, we've got our pattern on the outside from your buttonhole. On this one, you've got like a fancy pattern on the inside. So it depends what sort of look you're wanting, really. Okay, so hold your string up, down through the hole to the right hand side of you where your string is, your thread is, pull that round, and then bring your knot upwards. Hold your knot up. You have to keep twisting it a little bit so that your knot's going, your thread's going up through the middle. So hold it through the middle, take your thread down through it, bring your thread round to the rest of your stitches, pull tight and pull your thread back up. And it's that pulling your thread back up into the upright position that then gives you your patterning your patterning. Can you see your patterning on the middle of this side? Now you can twist them round if you want. You can twist them round a little bit when you've finished. Position them a bit round so you've got that look through the middle, or you can leave it as is really. Okay, so hope that's been useful. I'm going to carry on doing this and then I'll show you when it's finished, and hope that's helped you, that they've seen it a couple of times but it's just a refresher. And just go away and have fun with it. And again, it is easy once you get into the rhythm of it, because you know it's I'm just going to quickly show you how we started off. So I'll quickly show you on my green. I'm just swapping needles. Have I got them all through? No, not very often I use all 6 at once. Okay, so the difference with this one is that we are coming up. So to have our stitch on the outside, we're coming up through the hole, thread it through and pull, up through the hole, thread it through our thread and pull, up through the hole, thread it through our thread and pull. Okay, and then I'll just do 2 more stitches of the other way so you can see it one after the other. So with this one, okay, we've got our pull our cotton up and hold it secure, and we put our thread down through the hole, bring it round and take your knot back up, cotton back up to the top, down through the right hand side, bring your stitch round, bring your knot back up to the top. One more. Whoops. Oh, okay. Get it right in the right place. Okay, so we've got our thread going up to the top, down through the right hand side, bring your stitch round and take your knot back up. It's caught on a bit of a thread here that hasn't gone through, and bring your stitch back up. Okay then, so hope that's helped, and yeah, let me know how you get on. And you know, there's loads of possibilities. I know last time, I think Nola, you sent for some Seisha mirrors, which are these, and you can put them, stick them behind, and it gives you a lovely effect. Now I personally would do it that way around, so we've got the edging there, but you stick your mirror behind, and it's very much used in Indian embroidery. Same with this one, stick your mirror behind and it gives you, in fact I might use some mirror work on there, or put it in the middle of my sari. No, it's too big, that one. Right, I'll have a play with that and let you see it tomorrow. So thanks for joining me, a nice gentle start to the crafting week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.